necessary. We reject the notion of printing money out of thin air and we resort to sound money. You know what we'll have? We won't have a central bank. We'll get rid of the Federal Reserve. This past 2 weeks has been hectic for the financial markets, but it was totally predictable. We know there's a problem, and in these last 2 weeks with the markets reeling, the central banks of the world got together and they created like $500 billion of new money to inject into the system, hoping they can patch it together. But you can't solve the problems of inflation, that is too much printed money to begin with more of the same stuff. Ultimately, what that does is it eventually will destroy the dollar. And this is why we are starting to see some serious consequence from the monetary policy and the fiscal policies of this country. There have been figures released here just in the last few days that show that the standard of living, the real income of Americans, have gone down now over the past 7 years. And people are disturbed by this. They're annoyed by it. But what happens to those who believe in big government? They say, well, what we need is more taxation and more welfare redistribution. Absolutely the wrong answer. What has to be understood is the standard of living of average Americans is going down today, mainly because the value of the dollar is going down. They finally admitted to the price inflation of our food products going up at approximately 8% a year. They tell us when they measure overall prices, oh, don't worry about it. The government tells us they're only going up at 2%. The average American knows darn well there's something wrong with our monetary system and something wrong with the purchasing power. Otherwise, they would feel much more content and not looking for some answers. The answers, no matter how complicated they are, can be laid at the doorstep of our Constitution. The fact that we don't follow it means that if we only did it, we would solve so many of our problems today.